Hey Muñecas, welcome to my channel. My name is Penela in case that you're new here, and a lot of people call me Penny, so whatever you want to call me. So today I'm going to be reviewing the new Jacklyn Hill X Morphe collection. So we're going to be reviewing the brush set and one of her palettes. In particular, I will be reviewing the Dark Magic palette. This is the only one that I picked up from her collection, and I did buy everything with my own money, including the brushes, and I have used everything. This launch has been super controversial, like pretty much everything nowadays in the beauty community here on YouTube. But I honestly really wanted to try everything. I do love Jacklyn and I do like Morphe as well, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be reviewing everything and giving you guys my 100% honest opinion about these products. Do you need them in your life? I will let you know right now. So I'm going to begin with the eyeshadow palette. As I said, I only picked up the Dark Magic palette, which is right here. I'm going to be including some swatches for you guys, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. The first time that I swatched them, like my first swatch, they were not super duper amazing. But then I remember that she mentioned that the formula was buildable. So definitely the first time that I swatched them, some colors were not as pigmented or as like smooth as I would want them to be. But when I went over them a second time, it was a lot more pigmented and it was able to like cover any gaps that the first swatch didn't cover. So that does tell me that she was right. It is a buildable formula, so you can build on the color. And honestly speaking, when it comes to eyeshadows, even though we do love pigmentation, it is very important for the eyeshadows to be nice and blendable and for you to be able to build on them, because when you go in the first time with too much pigment at once, it could be a little scary to blend it out. So I do not mind that. So now that you saw the swatches and you saw how they performed on my arm, which is not where we technically apply eyeshadow, I did wanted to mention that my box says V5, and I know that she mentioned in her video that V5 means Vault 5. So it's like a batch type thing. I'm not quite sure, but I thought it was important for you guys to know that mine says V5. And the V5 is a sticker that is covering the original batch. I'm assuming batch number. So that leads me to believe that they are recycling the boxes at least. And I think that's something that she mentioned on her video too, that the original Vault palettes are on quarantine, that they're not being used, but they are using the containers and other things from the palettes. Of course, I am 100% okay with that because of the fact that, I mean, this is paper. You don't want to just throw it away. You know, they're recycling, so I think that's a good thing. And also this part right here, that is also a tape where it has all the ingredients. So when I took it off, I started to compare the original versus the new ingredients, and I'm just putting that there so that you guys see that I'm like comparing them there. And I came to a conclusion that it has the same ingredients that it did before, but the formula kind of changed a little bit because of the fact that the order of the ingredients, it's not the same. For example, the original formula has talc as the first ingredient, mica as the second, and we can see that the new formula here has mica first and then talc. So am I pronouncing that right? Talc? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm messing that up. So that leads me to believe that they did tweak it a little bit to make it better. Alright, so enough with that. In conclusion, what I do want to say is that I do like the palette. I did enjoy it very much. This is the first look that I created with it, which I will have in a separate video, but it did work beautiful on my eyelids. It blended out to perfection. It was easy to blend. It was pigmented. I mean, I have no complaints. I am obsessed with how this look turned out. It was exactly everything that I imagined. I do feel that the formula is very similar to the original Jacklyn Hill, so I don't know why people are saying that it's not. Well, I'm assuming it's because of the whole badge and the whole reformulation or pressing of the eyeshadows. So I don't know if it's true that it's based on the badges that you're getting. Well, I guess I got lucky and my badge was beautiful. I really like it. I originally wanted to buy the entire vault, but of course I was working the day that it came out, and when I went to the website at the end of the day, when I was done working, of course it was sold out. I was so mad, and then I couldn't decide which one I wanted more and so forth. So I ended up just buying this one after a lot of thought. When I ordered, I think it was already out for like 2 weeks, so I did give it a lot of thought. I saw different videos, I saw pictures, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Dark Magic because it is the palette that I truly can say I don't have all the colors in this palette. Like the other palettes are beautiful, and of course my camera died, so here we go again. So as I was saying, I ended up buying the Dark Magic, not because I didn't think that the other ones were beautiful, but more because I thought it was the palette that had the shadows or the colors, the tones that I felt were more different than anything else. I mean, I have similar shadows to these, but they're not exactly identical, and I think that the palette and the colors that she chose to put together in this particular palette really inspire you to create different looks that you normally wouldn't create. Like I would never just think, oh, let me do a blue greenish cut crease with like eyeshadow, like whatever I'm wearing. So I really felt inspired by just looking at the palettes, and I cannot wait to create many other looks. Leave me a comment or a thumbs up if you guys want me to create more looks using this palette. But bottom line is I do like it, I do recommend it. It has been very controversial, but honestly, at least right now, if you get the badges that are out right now, I think you're going to be very happy with the result. And now we're gonna go into the brushes. I was crazy enough to buy her entire brush collection. More than anything, well, for two reasons. One, I really wanted to do a review, like a full-blown honest review. Like, I'm not a Morphe affiliate. I don't get their PR packages. So this is me. I spend my coin. I spend my dollar, very hard-earned money, by the way, on these brushes. And the second reason why I got the entire thing is because of this guy. This is the JH05, which is a perfect contour brush. I think that's how she defines it. I of course saw her video on her brushes and like her introduction, her explanation, and when I saw this brush I was like, oh my god, I need this in my life. Like I need the perfect contour brush. So I was contemplating whether I should buy just the eye set or just the face set or buy those two and then this one, but I definitely knew I wanted this one. But of course it was sold out when I went to buy it, so I ended up buying the entire collection. So the entire collection is $165. I still can't believe I paid that much money for brushes when I have 1,000 brushes already. And you get 22 brushes. And aside from the brushes, you do get this case, which I gotta say is gorgeous. And this is more like a traveling case. So this is not something that you're gonna carry in your bag and take to work or anything like that. It's more for traveling. It's very hard, so it's definitely going to protect your brushes, like she says, when you're traveling, and it has a magnet here to close it out. So I definitely think this is cute. I like the glitter. I think it's going to be useful for when I travel. I wish I could give it more use, but I don't travel that much. And yeah, basically we get the 22 brushes. I again will be inserting some clips of the brushes by themselves, but let me just describe to you the brushes that you do get. If you only get the face set, you will be getting these 5 brushes, which you're gonna have JH02, which is a bronzer brush, the under eye powder brush, which is the JH07. You will also get the highlighting brush, which is the 09, the blush brush, which is the 04, and the foundation brush. To give you my overall opinion about this set, these sets, if you get it by themselves like that, it will be $58 and you're gonna get a little makeup bag. I think this is a very good deal because you're getting 5 amazing brushes that I really enjoyed. The one that I think impressed me the most, believe it or not, was this one, the JH09, the highlighting brush. I actually think I like it more than my Anastasia Beverly Hills 22, I think is the brush, because it's so tiny, so it really helps you highlight very, very precisely. Like I was able to do even my nose highlight with this brush, so I really, really liked it. I really enjoy the foundation brush, even though honestly I do prefer my beauty blender to apply my foundation. But a day that you really want to apply your foundation really quickly, or if you just like brushes to apply your foundation overall, this one is really nice. The 04 or the blush brush, I was expecting more from it, honestly speaking. Like she bragged so much about this blush brush that I really thought it was gonna do everything by itself. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful blush brush, but it's nothing like wow, like amazing, like nothing that I didn't have before. The powder, under eye powder, blush, brush, you know what I mean. This one, the 07, it's nice. It's not like wow, I don't have anything like it, but it's definitely very soft and nice. And then we have this one. This I did really enjoy, and I honestly didn't have anything like this in my collection, so I am glad that I got it. It does make it super simple for you to apply your bronzer really quickly, especially like on the forehead. I think it's amazing. I really, really enjoy this. For me, it was a win. I really like it. And if you're looking for a good face brush set, this is amazing. So I would really definitely recommend it. So now I'm going to show you guys the eye set. We have 8 brushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 brushes. So this one I gotta say I really, really enjoy it. If you're looking for a good eye set that's gonna have everything that you need this in your life. They all really impressed me. They were such good quality. They're very, very soft. The JH30, for example, is a big fluffy blending brush, basically the first one that you use on the crease to blend down your transitional color. This one is so nice, and honestly what I liked the most about them is that they're all very domed, so they're very like pointy at the tip, very precise, that allows you to create a very beautiful blend but while still maintaining precision, and that to me is very important. So definitely use all of them today for my look. I really, really like them. Another one that really impressed me was the 39, which she calls it the inner corner highlight. And let me tell you, I have many, many pencil brushes, but I don't think I have anything like this one. Like it's so tiny and precise that when I was going in there into the inner corners of the eyes, like it was so, I don't know, like this was genius. I don't know if Morphe had this one already. I'm not quite sure, or if she created it herself. I can't remember. I did watch her video, but I can't recall exactly. But this one, honestly, I really recommend it. And then for the rest of the brushes, the one that I tried today was the best ever contour brush, which is the JH05. What can I say about this one? I'm a little bit disappointed. The way that she described it on her video, I honestly thought that it was just gonna do my contour for me. Like I was gonna have to do no work. It was gonna be super precise. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful brush, but it's like, you know, I bought the entire freaking collection just because of this brush. So it disappointed me a little bit. Like it's good, but it's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Like it's very soft. It did blend out the contour, so it did the job, but it didn't want me like I thought it was gonna want me. So if you're like me, that you were dying to try this brush and you're tempted to buy the entire collection just because of this, because this one is sold out, don't. Wait for it to come back in stock and you can get it by itself. Don't buy the entire collection just for that. Today I also used the JH08 to blend my under eye concealer. Not my favorite, not for that. I definitely prefer a beauty blender for my concealer better. I also use this one, which is the JH10. I use this to put my nose contour, and it's okay. I didn't need it in my life. It's nice, but I didn't need it. And then I also use the JH37, which is like a pencil brush, but it's a little bit fatter and more fluffier. This one I really enjoyed. I do have similar things, but I do enjoy this kind of brushes, like to pack on color and then be able to blend as well. So this is the one that I use on the outer and inner portion of my lid to apply that blue that you see over there. So this is nice. And then here we have the rest of the brushes that I got from the collection. We have the humongous face powder brush that I didn't try today, but it's nice to have in my collection because I don't have anything as big. But honestly speaking, I don't powder my face very often, so I probably didn't need it, but it's a nice brush. And then we have, what is this? The JH06. I think she calls this one her everything brush. I don't recall what she uses it for, but I will probably use that to like remove a bake also, which is what I did with this one. So definitely didn't need both in my life. And then we have another 1, 2, 3, 4 eye brushes, and honestly they all look amazing. They look very nice, but you know, you don't really need them in your life unless you're a makeup maniac like I am. So bottom line is I do love the entire collection, but I don't recommend buying the whole thing unless you're a makeup artist, unless you make YouTube videos like I do, or if you're just a makeup addict or collector and you have the money to spend. Honestly, I would say just get the face brushes if you need face brushes, or just get the eye brushes if you're looking for a good set of eye brushes, or just get those too if you're looking for face and eye brushes. You're still gonna be saving a ton of money. So that is it. I guess I can say that I honestly do love the entire collection. I do want to congratulate Jacklyn Hill, and my support goes out to you. I honestly do believe that if she puts her name on something, she's gonna work really hard to make that product the best that it could be. Unfortunately, we all know that when an influencer is creating a product with another company, like collaborating, they don't physically just make the product themselves. So sometimes, you know, there can be little glitches here and there, like what happened with this collection. But if you're realistic, you can understand that, and that's the reality of it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this review, that you found it helpful. Let me know what you think. Are you gonna be spending your money on this collection? What are you getting? Are you gonna pass? Definitely want to hear you guys, so leave your comments down below so that we can chit chat. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell down there so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching, my loves. Mil besos, and I see you guys next time. Bye.